I remember when I arrived in Colombia, it was a little difficult for me to breathe. I was coming from Puerto Rico, and I was asking folks, I said, ¿Cuál es la altitud de Colombia? And no one knew. And then I did some research last night. I looked it up. Buenas. I looked it up, and it said that it was like 8,000 feet, which is a tremendous difference between Puerto Rico and Colombia. So I was tired. And now that I'm here in Ecuador, or Quito is 9,350 feet above sea level. So Colombia is 8,300, and then Bogota is 8,300 and something, and Quito is 9,350, something like that. So I had very good reason to be huffing and puffing when I got to Colombia. It's still happening now that I'm in Ecuador. That's why I'm taking a little break right now. Gotta take these breaks. Walk slowly and take breaks. Take breaks and look at people. Why not? They're looking at me too. Look at that sky. Estoy a la esquina de calle Chile y calle Flores, y él es un hombre negro, hombre moreno, muy sucio. Not all the blacks have been rough looking as him. Thank God. Thank God for that. So this is one heck of a good meal. Today I'm having the mixed encebollado. It costs $1.50 more, so they upsold me. I want to keep coming back here each day. Well, I leave on the 31st, so I have, I think, two more opportunities. Today is the 28th. Tomorrow I have a tour, so I won't be able to come here. Then the 30th, and then the 31st. So I have some opportunities to enjoy more of this food at these local prices. Today's journey, today's mission was to interview Afro-Ecuadorians. I've seen many morenos, but I didn't have the guts to approach them or, you know, stop them. They were on their way throughout the city, so I didn't have the gumption to stop them. Maybe I'll have some gumption after I eat this. I have to be careful. Yesterday, this stuff ran right through me, so it might happen today or it may not. Who knows? But it's delicious, you know, regardless. Oh yeah, tuna, yuca, oh, it's all there. Shrimp, tuna, yuca, red onions, cilantro. I want to talk about the looks that I've gotten. For the most part, I've been ignored. No major looks. I did approach a police officer to ask him where the what is it? The ATM is located. He told me where I could go, but after that, kind of, you know, furrowed his brow. And I was like, what's that for? And I just stepped off. Yeah, I've largely gone, you know, unnoticed really. Or nothing major, nothing major. Oh, I did see, I think, some Spanish people here at this market where I'm eating. They were having their meal, and they kind of looked at me like, what are we looking at? Who is this? What is he? Why? What? You know, curious looks. No one has smiled at me. Very blank, you know, expressionless faces. The only interaction I've had with Ecuadorians are with the police asking them for directions. I asked one of these vendors where I could find the ATM. She gave me directions, which I could not understand. All I got was downstairs. I looked downstairs, but they weren't. They were downstairs and outside and across the street, down the block. That's what she told me. And then finally, so last night, while trying to sleep, I was listening to The Coup. I was listening to Boots Riley rap, and I heard him say ready teller. Now, a ready teller is what we used to call ATMs, the ready teller. And then there's also Versateller. That's another name for one of those machines. And then we also know ATM. So Versateller, ready teller, ATM. These are all three names that we would call those machines. Well, in Latin America, they're called cajeros. And I thought it was an interesting, you know, moment of synchronicity and connection with what I was listening to last night. Of course, Boots Riley was rapping, you know, 20 years ago when he said ready teller in his rhyme. So I thought, dang, think about that. Think of all the different names of those machines. Ready teller, Versateller, ATM, and here in Latin America, cajero. I just thought I would bring that up. I guess wish me luck on my mission to interview un Afro-Ecuadorano. Ecuadorano? No sé. $109 or 109 is an idea as much as it is a number. I call it 10-9. To understand 10-9, it takes a creative mind willing to explore numerology, psychology, history, philosophy, and statistics. iSee109 explores the mysterious interpretations of this number from a myriad of perspectives.
Quizás en tu vida nunca has oído un cuento como este. En el futuro no vas a oír un cuento igual. Esta es una gran oportunidad para oír un cuento extraordinario.
Let's talk about sex, shall we? Overwhelmingly, the thought of the day is about sucio. You know, how dirty things are. There are some places that are clean, but then there are others that are dirty, less clean. And I'm at this market here and I see dirty fingernails. When I was outside, I was struck by the sight of a woman using her hand. Actually, two women. I saw two different vendors running their, from what I could tell, filthy hands through meat, cerdo, pork, in order to serve it up to customers. They were running their unprotected hands through the meat putting it in a plastic bag to hand to someone to eat. So by first world standards, by American standards, that's disgusting. I can't imagine that the food that I just ate being that much, you know, cleaner. So I'm not saying something about cleanliness and you know, and I'm not making a statement about us versus them. I'm just stating facts. I'm just stating what I saw. And then when I see these women carrying their babies, I wonder, you know, I wonder about their lives, because, you know, in America they talk about how education is important for, you know, the preparation of giving birth or childbearing, or rather of building families, growing families. I presume that these women were less educated and did not have the chance to, you know, get that information. So my question then is, what was appealing to them about sex? Because personally, I can't imagine it being, you know, I can't imagine it being enjoyable, you know, some moment of enjoyment for them. I could understand if a man took advantage of a woman and she didn't know what was happening to her or what was happening, and the result of which was the child being born. But the other idea is just, you know, like my wife says, bonobos, the apes. You know, we are descendants of apes according to evolution, and, you know, apes enjoy sex, or rather they have sex for enjoyment. So I'm just like wondering, like, did these young women with these children and whatever circumstances they were in, were they having sex for enjoyment, or was that child's birth the result of something else? You know, these are just questions, because we never know. You know, we see things and we see them for what they are. A woman is carrying a child. We see a man walking down the street, but we don't know the story. We don't know their stories, you know. So it's just all stuff to think about. So that's what I was thinking about, just like. And then finally, like, I think I was reading in Che Guevara's Diarios de Motocicleta, the motorcycle diaries, something about, you know, these women wearing these traditional clothes, and under them it's very dirty. You know, these women have their menstrual cycles, they are, you know, defecating, and, you know, those undergarments are not clean, not as clean as they could possibly be. So having that knowledge in my mind, having the knowledge of, you know, these are I'm looking at a lot of poor people who perhaps don't have the luxury of bathing sufficiently on a daily basis. I mean, it really makes you wonder. It really makes you wonder. You know, even the people who are preparing your foods in this market, you know, how clean is it really? Cleanliness. No judgment. It's just a state of fact. This is what I see. These are my observations, and these are my thoughts. I will say, when I walked in here, they did, you know, stop each person and spray their hands with some, you know, alcoholic, whatever, disinfectant, which that's a sign of cleanliness. Okay, fine. The floors are clean. There's plenty cleaning that's going on. You know, I just wonder about some other things that I see. All right. I hope I've fully expressed myself and I haven't left anything out. Yeah, just some things to think about. All right, I'm signing off. As I was saying about Sucio, like the air, that's the one thing I forgot to talk about. With all these buses moving around here, there's black smoke following them. It's not unique to Ecuador. I remember that being the case in Sri Lanka as well. So, you dig? That's just what it is. Around the world. Man, that sky is beautiful. Those clouds and all. gonna take this little side street here. I didn't take it yesterday, so I'm gonna make my way back to the hostel. After I ate the encebollado yesterday, it ran right through me. Today I'm handling it a lot better, so it's all good. It's all good. Wow, that's a triple bus. 1, 2, 3. A long bus. 3 sections to that bus. That's how they do it in Ecuador. Yep. So, nothing to it really. Just walking the streets of Ecuador. Look at these beautiful hills, these mountains, and the sky. El cielo. Yep, just walking the streets. I'm kind of walking without, directions. I kind of know my way around already, so I kind of know my way around. I'll get turned around in a second, though. Man, that sky is beautiful. This is what's important. It's the views of the sun, the clouds, the mountains, las montañas, right here in Quito. Nothing really to say. It is what it is. Just another day in America Latina. Yeah, it is.
Audífonos inalámbricos, el mejor servicio técnico.
I see amarillo. El color amarillo. Taxis y colores de edificios. Mañana voy a ir en un tour de Coloquia, something like that. No recuerdo qué se llama. La calle amarilla. Todas las cosas son amarillas en esta calle. Creaciones, Suárez, Junior. Okay, I remember where I am now. Just walking the streets of Ecuador. Chilling. This is the dude, this is the police officer. I'm about to pass him. This is the guy I asked for directions from, right over here. Right there in that corner. You could barely see him, I guess, because he wasn't, didn't get a shot of him, but he was standing in the doorway. But whatever. I think I should go up this way here. José Manuel. Seco de Chivo. Seco de Chivo. All right, y'all, I'm turning this off. Peace.